let me now elaborate fundamental learnings that I hope will be useful to you. First, have a personal purpose that drives you. It is said in the Gita, it is better to live your own destiny imperfectly than to live an imitation of somebody else's life with perfections. Purpose is identified as something that you see as your destiny 10, 20 or 30 years from now. In my case, the purpose that drives me is that of our nation building. Every infrastructure opportunity I have created is associated within this purpose. Since the mid-90s, I have wanted us to be a company that changed the perception of India from being infrastructure deficit to being home of the world's most impressive infrastructures, all the way from the pit to the plug, integrating mining to port to logistics to power generation to power transmission and now power distribution. We have tried to make a difference to several of the critical sectors that our nation needs to build. Whether it is a port in Mundra or solar plant in Kamuti that becomes showcase for the National Geographic Channel, we have tried to build world-class facilities India can be proud of. It is my power of purpose that keeps alive my will to win. Second, never let criticism derail your promise or purpose. US President Roosevelt once said, "It is not the critic who counts, nor the person who points out how the strong stumble. Credit belongs to the person who is fighting in the battlefield. The man whose face is marred by sweat and blood. The man will know in the end a towering victory. Or if he fails while daring greatly." These words define the Adani Group. Let me elaborate. Our journey in thermal power and coal mining has often come under criticism by many outside India that believe India should give up on coal. We have lined up $15 billion investment in a greenfield venture in Australia to mine and transport coal that would replace a part of the poorer quality domestic coal we burn in India. This is the largest overseas greenfield investment ever planned by any Indian company. This project is intended to provide energy security to those in 18,000 villages in India that have no access to electricity, and in this process also be a significant job creation platform within Australia. However, in recent years, our project has faced intense resistance abated by some international NGOs and competitors who have turned to vicious personal attacks and used the press to their advantage. I will be the first to agree that global warming is a challenge we have to tackle and a cleaner energy is critical. However, it is possible to believe in both coal as well as renewable. The fact is that India is one of the lowest emitters of carbon dioxide on a per capita basis. The fact is that we have 300 million of our fellow Indian citizens that lack access of power. The fact is that renewable energy technologies are not currently ready to provide uninterrupted baseload power. The fact is that it is our responsibility to get electricity to the Indian child who needs to light that single bulb to educate himself. And the fact that you and I cannot sit on the sidelines and watch this happen and take no action. What the critics don't mention, the fact that we are aggressively pursuing renewable energy. What the critics don't mention is that in a span of 2 years, we have become the country's largest renewable power player And what the critics don't mention that are a feature as one of the top 15 renewable players in the world. Therefore, don't let criticism slow you in pursuit of your purpose. Learn from criticism that are constructive and grow stronger from ones that are not. Importantly, never hold grudge against those who criticize. Accept it as a way of life that will make you more resilient to face the future. Third and final, keep learning. I have realized over the years that leadership and learning are inseparable. If you want to recognize opportunity, you cannot afford to stop learning. In today's world, the rate at which science, technology, economics, and geopolitics is merging, the only way you stay on top of this by ensuring you are continuously learning. Even today, I try to spend a couple of hours reading every day, listening to people from sectors that I know little about, making a couple of trips a year to Silicon Valley to see how game-changing technologies are impacting every facet of our life, and understanding how material science is redefining the way we produce energy. All this allow me to paint for myself the larger picture about where the next set of opportunity will be created. Therefore, develop a passion for learning. This is the only way you never cease to grow. My young friends, we live in a blessed country. You are at a point of time where the future of our nation is full of incredible growth opportunity. If I, against all odds, made it as an entrepreneur, there is no reason why there cannot be 1,000 greater entrepreneurs amongst you. Keep in mind that for every one of you here, there is a million out there who are less fortunate. Therefore, whatever you do it keeping your greater purpose in mind. Do it for your parents who have invested their life in you. Do it for your teachers who have selflessly worked for your success. And do it for that child who does not have the privilege of studying in a college like you. My young friends, I wish you the best.